Batman, after a long hidden journey, reveals the Grand Batcave to Catwoman. However, due to a widespread computer breach by the Crime Syndicate, their usual modes of transport are unavailable. Selina is frustrated with Bruce's focus on the mission, but he argues that everyone he cares about eventually suffers due to his mission against crime. Batman reveals a disturbing secret, a series of boxes, each containing a weapon to subdue Justice League members if they turn against him. While some boxes are prepared, others like Wonder Woman's remain empty. As Grid listens in, Batman and Catwoman realize they'll need to improvise against Superwoman. Lex Luthor finds himself in an unlikely alliance with a group of villains, including Black Manta and B-Zero. They're working to revive Black Adam, while Captain Cold attempts to rebuild his cold gun using restored parts. Luthor plans to exploit the Syndicate's weaknesses. He believes that cutting off Ultraman's kryptonite supply and exposing him to sunlight could weaken him. Metallo seeks revenge on General Lane at an army base. He mistakes Ultraman for Superman, but his relief turns to horror as Ultraman kills him and steals his kryptonite heart. Superwoman criticizes Ultraman for relying on kryptonite and warns him about Owlman's suspicious behavior. She also hints at their approaching parenthood, but Ultraman remains self-absorbed, prioritizing his own strength over their future. Meanwhile, Power Ring, under the influence of the Ring of Volthoom, is tasked with finding the rebellious rogues. However, Deathstorm, annoyed with Power Ring's previous actions, is focused on creating kryptonite with Firestorm's help. Left alone, Power Ring, feeling vulnerable, requests reinforcements from Grid. Luthor and his team are forced to stop in the sewers due to B-Zero's fear of the dark. Luthor shares a personal story about his own fear of failure, inspiring B-Zero to overcome his fear and continue the mission. Batman and Catwoman arrive at the Wayne Enterprises storage facility, only to find Luthor and his group there first. A chaotic battle unfolds, interrupted by the arrival of Power Ring and the Secret Society. Desperate, Batman puts on a Sinestro Corps Ring to fight back. Power Ring successfully removes and destroys the Sinestro Corps Ring from Batman's finger. However, his victory is temporary, as Sinestro, another wielder of the Yellow Ring, appears and criticizes him for his arrogance. Power Ring, terrified of Sinestro, is forced to confront his fears and the pain of recharging his ring. He realizes that defeating Sinestro could improve his status and overcome his fear. With newfound strength, Power Ring charges at Sinestro. Luthor's team battles the Secret Society, attempting to prove their loyalty to Batman. Deathstroke, realizing the potential loss of business under Syndicate rule, switches sides. Power Ring, despite his initial defiance, is easily overpowered by Sinestro. Sinestro removes Power Ring's arm and destroys the ring, freeing Harold Jordan from its control. However, the ring seeks a new host. Ultraman and Superwoman search for Batman's kryptonite ring, but it's already been stolen. Owlman reveals that Batman and Catwoman took it, leaving Ultraman without his primary weakness. Grid interrupts with news of Power Ring's death and the ring's search for a new host, a turn of events that concerns the Syndicate. Ultraman calls for a regroup to prepare for the approaching threat. Luthor and Batman join forces to fight the Crime Syndicate. Sinestro, seeking revenge on the Green Lantern Corps, offers his help. A fierce battle for dominance unfolds between Luthor and Batman, with Catwoman suggesting a solution. Meanwhile, the Syndicate faces a new threat as the creature that destroyed their world resurfaces.